Uh-oh. That's right. It's Salamancer. What's up, guys? Working me a Highlander game today, and it looks like my mic is still just a little bit loud. I keep having to work on that, and you know, I'm just not sure what I can do about this. Every single microphone I get is just mega loud. But yeah, we do have a Highlander game to cast before the main event today, which is the eXtelevision Invite Finals, I believe. So it will be the Invite Cup. It'll be the finals between, I want to say, Relic and Dignitas? Is that right? That would be crazy. Let me just double check that. It is going to be Dignitas versus Relic, so the old Dignitas versus the new Dignitas. Oh, excuse me. Now, I was planning on being joined by some pretty awesome Russian dudes from tf2world.ru, and so far, it looks like we're having just a little bit of issues getting one of them online. So when he comes online, we're going to be casting with Lollapalooza at some point, but until then, we're just going to be watching some games, and I will cast solo for the moment. So glad you guys could join me, and I hope you have a fun time. These Highlander teams, by the way, this is ETF2L Highlander, so this is not North American action. This is actually some crazy European stuff. And if you have not heard of SNSD before, let me just give you the background on SNSD, and that is going to be our blue team, I believe, with a bunch of Yo-Yo Tech guys on it. SNSD started out as a Highlander team. They never played 6v6 before, as far as I know, before Highlander. This was a couple of years ago, maybe, when Highlander was first introduced. And SNSD dominated so hard and just completely rolled over everybody else that they decided to make a 6 versus 6 team, and are doing very well. As you can see, a lot of them, of course, are on Yo-Yo Tech, which is a Div 1 team. And I think is still in the running to go into the Premiership next season. So these guys are some amazing players. Their opponents. Nope, that's Dropbox. That's not what I wanted to click. Darn it! I swear I'll get this working one day. Their opponents, though, are Colony. And Colony is not a terrible team either. In fact, I don't know a lot about them, but I do know that if they are pitted against SNSD in the ETF2L brackets, then they're probably not slouches. And so we are going to see an amazing Highlander game today, probably some very high-level stuff. And, you know, if I am joined at any point by some Russian casters, we're going to have a great time. I'm talking to Warden right now, but Warden doesn't want to cast by himself. Not only is he not especially confident with casting, but he's also just a little bit drunk. So I told him that would be just fine. But until then, we will see what happens. Apparently, it's also a K-pop band. What's a K-pop band? I don't even know what Jesus is talking about right now. Is it Colony or is it SNSD? Maybe it's SNSD. And yes, this is an early cast. It's because it is a live game in Europe. So in Europe, of course, it's like 6 or 7 p.m. right now. So you get the idea. It's not really early for them. It is just early for us in North America. But I'm glad you guys have tuned in to watch. Okay, so SNSD, according to Jesus, is a K-pop band. Well, thank you, Jesus. So, just kind of waiting for these guys to start up. I'm going to lose my voice. I can already tell. Like, I've had allergies all night, and my throat is starting to dry up just a little bit here. So, you know, that's not going to be good. I've also had a Coke. I should have had water instead, but I felt a little bit low energy, so I thought, you know what, I need something to pick me up here, and we'll see what happens. Comedian is now contacting me. Oh, come on. What do you want, Comedian? What do you want? Anyway, sounds like... Oh, he's now telling me too. Okay, well, thank you, Comedian. He and Jesus agree it is apparently a K-pop band. And I thought they were starting. Hopefully they do that pretty soon. Come on, guys. Yeah, there they go. SNSD versus the Colony starting up right now. And I'm actually going to record this for my YouTube channel as well, just because I can. So, welcome to eXtv, Sal TV, whatever it is you're watching on. This is, of course, Salamancer. I may be joined later on by some Russian friends, but right now I am live casting a game between, not Yo-Yo Tech, but SNSD and Colony. And this is going to be a fabulous game, guys. Of course, European Highlander at the highest levels. SNSD, a crazy awesome team. As I already said before the cast, if you're just tuning in now or if you're watching this on YouTube, SNSD was a team that started out in Highlander, and the players were so awesome and their strats were so awesome that they just rolled their way to victory, I think, in the inaugural Highlander season at ETF2L or something like that. They're also named after a popular Korean K-pop band. But SNSD, such an amazing team, they did create a 6 versus 6 team afterwards, which I believe is Yo-Yo Tech. That is, of course, why you're seeing a bunch of Yo-Yo Tech names there. Linus, the Sucker, Cyber, Sherlock Holmes, ALX, a lot of those guys. Thalash, actually, and a pretty amazing player that I have seen before. But it does look like very soon we're going to see the gates open, and in fact they already have. Thalash just hanging out here as the medic, doing the standard 6v6 thing of staying in spawn. So are we going to see a bunch of players on point A right now? Yes, we are. Looks like Linus has been taken out by a sentry, level 2 sentry, who's probably bombing in, and it looks like most of the blue team actually, SNSD bombing in after the medic, trying to force that pop out of him. This is a very standard 6 versus 6 thing to do. Try and get in there, break the defense early, force the medic to pop so you get a big Uber advantage. But it's not happening yet. Very good hold, and I should actually refresh my HUD. There we go. Mente has held on to 100% Uber. Spy hanging around here, looking for the stab or looking for a sap or something. But no, so far, crazy good work by the colony to hold on to this. Now, point A is getting capped by that scout, I believe, Drozo. And so Drozo's going to finish that off, get a decent time on it, about a minute. 50 seconds, that's not too bad. Jonas here catching out, and it looks like actually Hurry, the engineer there with his Wrangler finished off that spy or whoever it was. Yes, Hurry. Linus from Yo-Yo Tech once again dropping in, trying to force the medic to pop, and it looks like he managed to do it. Mente did pop the Uber, so now SNSD is going to push out here, and oh, is that the Enforcer I see on Hurry? Are there any weapon bans, I wonder, from ETF2L? I would like to know that, actually. And yes, ETF2L is allowing the Wrangler, they're allowing the Enforcer, they're allowing all kinds of stuff. Hurry there did just activate the Dead Ringer, so yeah, this is not vanilla TF2 anymore. This is ETF2L deciding that Highlander should just about be anything goes. Oh, and turns out that spy got caught out. Drozo back here. I'm surprised he hasn't been spotted yet. That heavy had to have seen him. You're kidding me. Where is that heavy? I think he knows. I think he knows. Sounds like there was a headshot going off there. Mr. Late just got taken out by Sherlock Holmes. SNSD pushing out towards the point here on Gravel Pit. And it looks like so far the Sucker actually just got taken out there, so no engineer for the moment. The Sucker, I think, is actually is he a medic? I think he's the medic for Yo-Yo Tech. Okay, whatever. The Lash playing medic right now. And our colony team is, for now, oops, that's chain link fence, having to back away through to point C. That spy there, even trying to get in for the backstabs, didn't get them yet. But SNSD are probably going to get this cap on B. Let me see here. Zoob, the heavy, yeah, deciding he does not want to push through that door. May go through the other one, but, I mean, at this rate, anything they try to do is not going to work. Yeah, okay. So SNSD is going to get the cap on point B, almost positively. Let's go check that out. Yeah, there's sticky traps over. Oh, nice sticky traps over here. Practically all the heavy classes are standing up on the high ground right now with the medic, keeping them overhealed. That's exactly what you want to do there as a Highlander team. Once you have somebody capping B, once you've cleared them out of that area, you just hold those choke points just like these guys are doing. So SNSD showing us that they are an amazing team. But the colony has held them off for a couple of attacks. So Saba coming in behind and looking for a stab right now. I think he got spotted out, though. Gotta be really careful about that. And yeah, he did get spotted by the Pyro there. That Pyro, of course, is going to be Cube, who actually asked for a shout-out earlier, so hey, why not? Yes, this is, by the way, for those of you watching eXtv, this is going to be Sixes later on, but right now, it is going to be Highlander. So, you know, that's how it's going to be. This is just kind of the warm-up. But wow, nice push on here from SNSD so far. Sorry about that. They did lose their medic, but they've kept their heavy quite well healed upstairs. 150 health right now. He's standing up here with the Pyro and now the Demo Man. And SNSD just needs to stop that spy, and there they go. They've capped the first round in 3 minutes and 31 seconds. That is a 6 versus 6 time. I mean, that's straight up. That is one of those times where in 6v6, you're probably not going to win this round. Saba even calling that a roll. So that is, of course, Saba from the colony saying, oh, it's not going to be good for us. But bear in mind, we have seen some extremely short times out of teams in Highlander. If you've watched my YouTube channel, for instance, youtube.com/fatmop, then you will possibly have seen, I think it was the Tin versus Bent game on Gravel Pit, where a Tin team captured all 3 points in 1 minute and 30 seconds. It was the most ridiculous time I have ever seen on Gravel Pit. They won every single fight. They capped A and B simultaneously. They ran on to C. Nobody stopped them. It was incredible. So anything can happen in Highlander, and you know the colony's probably concerned about their chances against SNSD. But I gotta say, they ought to be able to do a decent job. Reserve shooter on Jonas, so that is allowed as well. Got that nice plunger on his head. But good defense out here. They've got a demo man watching sticky traps. They've got a scout standing, wow, right beneath that point. Mr. Late and Furbo already dead. But Hurry and Linus have been taken out as well. Oh no, Hurry has not been taken out. He's using the Dead Ringer, so nice kill on, who was that, a soldier, I think? That Enforcer is just crazy. It's crazy. It's the Enforcer, if you don't know, it is extra damage. Let's see if we can't pull that up. Nope, nope. Okay, it doesn't want me to pull it up, but it's extra damage at the cost of increased cloak time. And if you're using the Dead Ringer, your cloak time is instant anyway. So there's basically no downside to using the Enforcer. It's a nice little weapon, I gotta say. Anyway, SNSD is holding on to both points right now. Colony not able to cap either one. They have deployed a forward level 3 sentry, but Hurry is going to start to sap on that. He will activate that Dead Ringer. So, wow, so far an excellent defense. Engineer ends up getting taken down as well. Let's see what the defense looks over here on point B right now. Medic standing up on the high ground with his Pyro there. Pyro will, of course, be able to air blast anything that comes in after him. And the Wrangled Sentry sitting down here in the Enigma Shadow, as it is called. So, yeah, I was going to say Yo-Yo Tech. SNSD doing an amazing job on defense right now. Point A is finally getting captured, but it has been over a minute and a half almost, before Point A is capped. That's a pretty darn crazy time. They've only got 2 minutes now to get into B and cap the last point. They've got to push. They've got to make this push successful. If they don't, then time is just going to run out. Mente has 100% Uber, so they are going to push in with this very soon. They've just got to be super careful right now, but they also have to be super aggressive. They got to get all the kills. Pretty much all of them. I'm wondering what's going to happen right now. Napper, Mr. Oh, look at this. The sucker actually probably used his sentry to sentry jump himself up here, which is, of course, why we're seeing him standing up there with a Wrangled Sentry on the roof. So, SNSD looking like they're in good position to defend this. The dispenser goes down. The teleporter, though, is still up. They can just teleport up there whenever they want to and get away from most of the damage on the ground. Our blue team is just now setting up a level 1 sentry out here in front of that. He's going to wrangle it a little bit. Some Girardi going up, but Mr. Late, it is probably too late for you guys. It's going to take, even if they could get in there and finish off the cap, it would take them 30 seconds just to capture point B, and then they'd have to get up to point C, and you just know SNSD would have a defense for that. Mr. Late does get the kill on Cube, so nice headshot there. But that is the only kill so far. He's also taken down Hurry, but that is just activating the Dead Ringer once again. And now he gets headshot by Sherlock Holmes, once again from Yo-Yo Tech. I don't think it's... Is that actually Sherlock? Maybe that's just what he calls himself. Mente pushing out here. This is going to be the desperate last bid to attack, and it is just not going to work. That sentry up there is so ridiculous, especially when you consider the rest of the team is camping up there as well. It does finally get taken down by Napper, but Napper is in turn killed by Alex. I'm going to call him Alex because that's a lot easier for me. But Alex, once again from SNSD, the heavy with the green Max's head, those bunny ears, so cute. The Lash is getting face poked here by a spy, but it's just not going to work either. Point B is getting captured, but not fast enough. There you go. The Uber is finally popped. There's only 5 seconds left. So that's going to be the first round going to SNSD. The Colony, they need to put something together here because that was crazy. That was good round, although some of them calling GG. Let's see what happens. Oh, excuse me. Crazy, crazy round, guys. And you are watching it here on eXtv, or possibly, I think this might be restreamed by Warden, so you may also be watching it on tf2world.ru or one of those Warden streams. So shout out to Russia right now, who may very well be watching. And in fact, possibly even some other Euros watching as well, because I'm not sure if Vanilla TF2 is covering this. If not, I may be the only one in the world shouting about this right now. I heard there were going to be some Germans casting some stuff as well, but that's probably going to be for the Excello Cup coming up later today. Anyway, kind of waiting for this map to start up. So, in the next 20 seconds or so, we're going to see... Ooh, we've got to reload that HUD again. We're going to see whether the Colony can set a decent cap time. Now, they didn't look like they were terrible on offense, and I would say, my guess, my gut feeling, is that they should be able to set a cap of anywhere between 6 and 8 minutes, all the way up to point C. Unless SNSD just does something absolutely insane on defense. Right now, they've got Drozo hanging out here looking for what comes through the door to A. Sounds like there was a headshot going off on somebody, but it has not gotten any kills yet. And... SNSD so far holding on. Turbo gets taken down by Drozo, so we just watched Drozo get a kill. He's probably going to go on the warpath now, go after this heavy and soldier and spy. That's not going to work out in his favor. There is nobody hanging out up top right now, and apparently no sticky traps down in here either. So point A is going to be capped pretty quickly. ×4 on the point. We'll probably get it up there about by the 5-minute mark. So we're going to see point A captured in a reasonable time. It's whether they can capture point B right now. That is the real question. And that sentry is already level 3. The teleporter is upstairs. So once again, no need to even rocket jump up there. Engineer just going to finish off that teleporter and then pick up the sentry, carry it upstairs, probably do the same thing with the dispenser once again. I want to catch this guy rocket jumping up there, so I hope they have a third round. But basically what he's doing is he's just using the sentry with the Wrangler to fire a rocket at the ground beneath his feet and jumping up there like that, then setting up the teleporter. And now he's got his sentry up there watching long entrance again, so it's instead of shutting down back over here and shutting down the entrance to C, it is shutting down this entire side of the map and letting his team hang out there. Looks like we do have some action coming up here, but the Uber popped really early for Mente. An interesting jump here actually by our demo man there. That is Jormund, or Yormund, I don't know. But the Uber is popped as well. Where is that? Oh, it looks like the Sentry and Dispenser have been taken out. Actually, Yo-Yo Tech, no, I'm sorry, SNSD. I keep saying that. Losing a lot of players right now. It's just that more have been lost by their opponents, the Colony, and so that attack, I mean, it did a lot of damage, but unless they can keep up just a constant high-pressure game, that Sentry's going to go back up, and it's going to be terribly difficult to deal with. Narita's almost getting the kill there on Drozo. Drozo down to about 50 health, so one more good shotgun meat shot would have taken him out, but looks like he is going to be A-okay now. Mr. Late looking for some kills through this little, this tiny little hole between the cliffside and that little house there. He's not finding anything just yet, and I think his sniper dot may be visible, but the sentry gun once again taken out. So this is the chance, I think, that the Colony needs to get in here and start the capture. They've got their soldier standing on top of the house right now, on top of the point. So he's got some high ground, but he's got to deal with the soldier here from SNSD. Is he doing it? Yes, he is. Linus taken out by Napper. So now Napper, he's got his work cut out for him up here. He knows that he needs to start spamming down on top of the medic. There's a pyro down there trying to defend that medic as well. And Napper just looking to see if he can't cut off any sort of retreat routes there. So I do think SNSD is going to lose the second point. In fact, look at that. Nobody down right now for the Colony, and they are doing exactly the right thing here. They've got their heavy classes up. They're setting up those sticky traps. They're covering the choke points. They are going to get the capture on B. So, like I said, guys, this is high-level stuff here. And here comes the Uber right now. They popped it to get through that choke point, popped it early, but they are going to have a soldier up here on the point immediately. And where is that Wrangled Sentry? It is sitting down here. It's only level 2. No rockets coming out of that. Not that it's going to be a huge deal. But here comes a Heavy, a Demo trying to jump up there. Is that Heavy going to go down? No. He is hurt right now, but he does manage to take out Furbo. Saba Saba and Mr. Late dropping as well. So I don't think that the Colony has the cap this time around. Mente was finished off there by Sherlock Holmes. Yep, that is going to be a successful defense, just barely for now by SNSD. But look at that, C getting capped once again. There's a Demo man up here, and he's going to get it! 3 minutes and 30 seconds for the Colony. So we may actually go to a third round so we can watch that that crazy engineer stuff. Colony setting up a crazy time there on SNSD. Nicely done. And now it's going to be set up time to see... let's see, I'm going to watch where Noratus of the Colony decides to place his sentry this time around. Probably going to use that Enigma Shadow again. And, man, allergies are just really bad today. I want to start getting those shots so I just never have to worry about it. 2 years from now, I will be golden. But up until then, I'll just keep, like, coughing into my microphone. Anyway, looks like a bunch of players dead here, and that is with a purpose. As you guys know, the engineer can grab his fallen teammates' weapons, which is what he's doing right now to keep himself practically at a full amount of metal, so he can build the sentry, the teleporter, the dispenser, everything, all right back up very quickly. And that's going to help, if any sort of crazy push comes out from SNSD towards B right away, that's going to help delay it, deter it from forcing the pop on their medic. So it looks like that's what they want to do. They're sending their Heavy, their Demo, who else? Maybe their Sniper, maybe? Yes, Sniper, Heavy, and Demo. Interesting combination. The Sniper is going to use the distraction here from the Heavy and the Demo man, but actually the Heavy has already gone down, so Oh, Mr. Late! Picking him off. I think he realized that was coming, so the attack here on B completely stifled right now. Pyro trying to come in from the side, but that's just not going to work. Very good defense so far by the Colony. They're giving up A entirely. They don't care about it. All they want to do is defend B. There's a lot of players dead right now from SNSD, but they don't really care too much. What matters for SNSD is that they're trying to pop the Uber from Mente. They didn't manage to do that, but everybody is going to respawn here before A is capped. So, yeah, look at that. They're all respawning right now. Hurry did just get taken out there by Furbo, who has been doing a really good job as scout, just doing a forward defense and keeping his team from getting flanked, keeping that intel coming in. Oh, he's actually, I think, got the atomizer, trying to get up there on top of the roof, but that's not going to work right now. And, ooh, a lot of damage coming in from ALX at the moment. Alex, maybe? And he is trying to just kill whatever he can here, but wow, 12 health left. How is he not dead right now? There you go. Heavy finally taking him out. And look at this forward level 3 sentry with the sucker on top of it. He is playing a crazy NG game right now. He really wants to probably use his sentry to start taking out the enemy sentry down here. Let's see what happens. It's going to be Wrangled Sentry versus Wrangled Sentry. Both of them level 3, and right now, yeah, it looks like the sucker has superior positioning. He does take out the red sentry down here. Nice job by the sucker. But the medic here, Mente, still with 100% Uber. A minute and 45 seconds left. This is crunch time right now. Can SNSD get in here, force the pop? Oh, I think they're going to. There's the pop right now. Now they need to wait it out as long as possible. Milk this Uber. They don't want to have to use it yet. They want to start getting capture time. They want to kill these guys. There you go. They have popped the Uber now, but they should be able to use this to kill the medic and heavy. And there they go. Nicely done. Now what they need to do is stop the defenders from coming back through the choke points here, and they still have a shot at winning this round. Yeah, there's a lot of players up right now for SNSD, and they are setting up the sticky traps. So very quickly, we do see they're in position to capture B with about a minute left on the clock, and it's all going to be up to whether our red team, the Colony, can get a defense up on time on point C. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Right now they've got their Pyro standing up there, so he will be able to air blast off any jumpers. They've also got, hopefully got Sticky Trap. Yeah, okay, so it is right on the inside of this door. I'm going to have to be really careful when they jump through here. If they jump through at all. Hurry complaining about his TF2 update. Oh, Yona's taken out there right away by Sherlock Holmes. That is actually going to be a really big deal because they're not going to be able to air blast off a soldier like that. But they do manage to take him down with the heavy, but the heavy's now down as well. ALX doing some crazy work here. Hurry getting up and trying to get some kills. Now, oh, this is going to be the capture with about 23 seconds left. That is it. Oh man, SNSD with a crazy roll, even though the Colony had such a great time on offense. SNSD managed to win both rounds, so that is it for this map. I think they're going to go on to another one. But guys, thank you very much for watching this map anyway. This has been Salamancer. Do subscribe to eXtelevision, twitch.tv/eXtv esports. Subscribe to me on youtube.com/fatmop. And today we are going to cast with some Russians, so check them out as well at tf2world.ru. I'll be right back. And I am really glad that those guys decided to wait for FTV. Very nice of them. It's my favorite. Warden is telling me that right now my Russian co-caster Lollapalooza is still offline, so going to see when he decides to get back online. I do want to cast with that guy. So Warden, no worries, man. Just let me know when he gets back on. Oh, my voice is going to die. It's just, yeah, I can already tell, guys. Let's see. I need to organize some movies. This was Highlander Gravel Pit, I guess. So we'll call it. Alright, and I'm going to go get some more water. Warden right now complimenting my voice in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and paste this to you guys here. Tell him that Jesus stepped in and casted while nothing was going on. What? Okay. Alright. Guys, don't tell me that, please. Well, everybody's going to be in soon, and we're going to watch PL Upward. Oh, man. If SNSD does what I think they'll do, I'm expecting like a 5-minute cap time on the first round. Not that I want to, you know... Not that I want to ruin the game or anything, or have a short game. Or not that I want to be biased for SNSD, but they look like such a strong team. They're going to have somebody pushing that cart pretty much the entire time. I can almost assure you. And Jesus, I know. I got the joke. I was just playing along. It's my favorite thing to do because I act derpy all the time. It's definitely my modus operandi. Good punches there by Zoob. And somebody saying Lollapalooza going huge right now. That would be VSG Warden. And guys, VSG Warden is the Russian that I have been talking to about casting. So once Lollapalooza gets online, we're going to bring him in as well, and you'll get to hear some Russian action. I'm still hearing. What am I hearing right now? I'm hearing somebody reloading. I think it's a function of the STV relays right now that they're doing that. Kind of weird. Whoop. Just waiting on them to start up now. It's 10 versus 8, so it should be 9 versus 9. I think the sucker just needs to change teams. They'll be good to go. Maybe he's trying to get some secret intel on their opponents. Wouldn't put it past him. Oh, man. So, I took a... Uh-oh! Bye-bye, Heavy. Oh, maybe not. He actually didn't die of that. Oh, no, yeah, he did. Goodbye, Zoob. Sorry. Okay, so the sucker did change teams. We're ready to go. I took a 3-hour final exam yesterday. It would have been 5 hours, but I'd actually studied well enough that I'd managed to reduce it to 3. I still don't think I got all the answers right, and I feel like I was so stressed out yesterday. It was insane. It was insane, guys. So that's why I haven't had any videos for the last couple days, because I've been super mega busy. But basically, the stuff I'm casting right now, I'm going to put some of that on my YouTube as well. I was especially hoping to have Lollapalooza joining in from the Russian community. And so whenever he gets in here, I will certainly have him casting with me. The semester's almost done. This weekend is my last class weekend. I'm so happy about that. But I will talk about that later because I'm going to start recording. Okay, once again, if you're just tuning in, this is Salamancer. And I'm not joined by anybody at the moment, but if Lollapalooza shows up, I'll be joined by him later from the Russian community, the competitive community, that is. But right now, we are watching the second map between SNSD and Colony, and I'm not going to spoil that first map for you. You're going to need to watch the video, because it's not like it's that long. Come on, seriously, it's not a long video. Just go watch it. Do it. But that match on Gravel Pit was pretty intense. Pretty darn intense. And now the stream chat is making fun of me. Yes, I am getting a degree in derponomics. It's actually my master's in business derp administration. That's what they call it here. But the setup time is almost done, and we do have Colony on defense first. Where is their sentry right now? That is my question. Do not see it. Is it being set up in the tunnels? No. Where is the... Okay, here it is. Interesting. Actually, I've never seen a sentry location right here. That's going to make it actually easy to spam. Oh, Mente just dropped Uber. So I was sitting there talking about stuff like sentries, and I should have been watching what just happened there. Mente dropping Uber for his team. ALX getting taken out, so he's not going to be able to stop that sentry. Both teams losing a lot of players, but that is not going to be good for the Colony, because remember, they have a much longer respawn time on defense and a much longer distance to cover. There should be a teleporter up, but I don't even see it up right now. Yeah, I don't see a tele, so they may not have one, and that is just going to be so bad for their defense. Now, the cart is being pushed. What on earth was that? there's a TeamSpeak user in here. I have no idea what that was about. But right now, it does look as if our blue team, SNSD, has managed to break through somewhat, but they're losing a lot of players. I don't know. I think the Colony still is going to have a good defense here. Their sentry is still up, although finally going to get taken down now that Noratus is dead. But that cart not being pushed yet, and SNSD need to get up here and push it. They are going to send the sniper up to do just that, make sure it doesn't fall over. He's also scoping in trying to kill somebody. So, going to have a quick capture time for the first point, most likely. Spy just trying to delay it a little bit, but that's the cap time. And now we're going to watch where Hurry decides to go here, disguised as a scout right now, which you might think that's a weird disguise to take, but actually nobody suspects it at all. So he's coming up behind our demo right now. Oh, misses the stab though, and is now going to have to activate that dead ringer most likely. I don't know. Oh, there's the teleporter. Well, going to take that out real fast. Good spy work there by Hurry. Meanwhile, the cart has already been pushed almost all the way through the tunnel. This is kind of what I expected to see out of SNSD, pushing that cart non-stop. They've got a scout and an engineer on it. Engineer doing mini sentries, but that mini sentry is going to go down because he dropped it on top of the tracks. Oops. And now Sherlock Holmes has been stabbed. There goes the sucker as well. Scout is still alive. He could get up here on top of this cart and try to push it or push from behind. But the problem is now there is a level 2 sentry being wrangled and firing away. Here comes the Uber though, and that's going to take this out real fast. It's going to take a lot of coordinated damage to take down a wrangled sentry, but SNSD knows what they're doing. Here comes a counter Uber though, and where is the damage coming down right now? There you go. Finally, the heavy gets some damage down, but he's trying to stop the mini sentry. He's trying to stop the engineer, and he's getting spammed really hard right now by that demo man. Of course, demo man is I believe Cyber. Yes, it is from Yo-Yo Tech actually. Saba coming around and getting a stabba on... That was so bad, I'm sorry. On the sniper there. But, I don't know, it's not going to be enough because the sniper is already back up, as you guys can tell. And our blue team has been pushing that cart pretty much non-stop. They're setting a very nice capture time. Scout here just sitting on the cart. He's playing a very boring role. I know Drozo, and I know that he's probably going to be like, I could be killing people right now. But he's doing an extremely important job for his team, and that is making sure that cart moves at the maximum capture rate of ×3 for as long as possible. They are trying to get it up the hill right now, and this is one of the toughest parts to get it up. What happened to the model here? It looks like what happens when I try to paint Easter eggs, pretty much. Just awful. Just awful, Valve. But SNSD have actually managed to cap the high ground, mostly. They're working on trying to kill that sniper down there. Yes, they have. Nothing in the house down here. Nothing even in this little shack. So, wow, Colony not happy about this. They are going to have to set that sentry up on the last point because already the third point here is going to get capped very quickly. The Lash trying to keep his demo man really far forward as much as possible to just delay that sentry from even going up. They're still pushing the card at ×3. I mean, this is a fast capture we're seeing set up from SNSD. And the bomb is not just sitting there. Shut up, sniper. You don't know what you're talking about. The Lash took a bit of damage, probably some spam from a rocket, but we'll get healed right back up. And still, the sentry is only level 1. So yeah, this is the problem with trying to set up a sniper as the enemy is already pushing your gates. Or I'm sorry, not a sniper, a sentry as the enemy's already pushing in. You just can't do it. Anyway, level 2 now. He will probably be able to get that Wrangler back up on it. But the question is it going to matter? The Lash does have 100% Uber right now, and they are trying to push in through the low ground, actually, I think. Oh, the Uber gets forced early. Great play by the Colony. You want to force that Uber before it's even in a position to take out the sentry. And now SNSD, I mean, they've got a lot of time. It's already 3 minutes and 55 seconds for just the first 3 points. That is an incredible time. But, nice shot by Mr. Late. And the defense for our red team is finally doing a good job. Mente fell off the edge there, but does it even matter? There's only about 3 players, I think, left in position to try to attack. And one of them is a Pyro who's getting ambushed here by Jonas. Reserve shooter is out. Can't take him out just yet. And wow, I'm getting some weird lag going on, guys. That's not on your end. That is on my end. It's some kind of FPS thing. Maybe it has to do with the STV relay. No idea what that is. But interestingly, this position down here on the stairs with the red medic and heavy, I kind of like that. They were using it as cover as the enemy tried to push in, so the Colony doing a really good job on this last point defense. If nothing else, that's kind of a... Wow, that is not what I usually do to my Easter eggs. I do not shoot them, so... Or if I do, they don't stay looking egg-shaped. So SNSD are going to have their work cut out for them trying to push in here. They know they have to take down the sentry, but they're going to have to do that. Ooh. They're going to have to do that while... Oh, no, here you go. This is what they need to do. They're getting an Uber Demo Man in, and the sentry has been picked up. Where is that engineer? Okay, yep, he's just going to set it right back up. Really nicely done by the colony's engineer here, who is Noratus. And he's keeping that sentry for as long as possible. No, it's been taken down by Hurry. So if they do hurry in now, our blue team, SNSD, should be able to get this capture. There's a couple players respawning for red. The colony going to try and stop this cap, but I think it's going to be about a 6 or 7 minute cap time in total here if this scout can just get it on up the hill. He's going to get... Oh, thought he was going to get stabbed, but he was watching for that. There you go. SNSD gets it in about 6.5 minutes. Good round. Very, very fast cap time by SNSD for PL Upward. I don't often see many quicker caps. And is everybody wearing bunny ears? I think at least everybody from yeah, or a lot of them are wearing different colored bunny ears. That is so cute. Looks like we are going to see an engineer set up here. Let's reset that. The Lash. No, not the Lash. That's the Sucker. I'm sorry. The Sucker is setting up his teleporter, his sentry gun. Where is his dispenser right now? Got to get that up too. Oh, no, he's already set it up. Okay, cool. So he's got it all on the way. This is a very different sentry location than what I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing sentries, let's say, up in this little corner, or maybe over in here in this little hallway. But that's not what we're seeing. We're instead seeing it going through the ground. We are instead seeing it just holding down this really far back high ground. Now this will give them... Oh, okay, no, he is going to actually bring it out here and set it down in a better position to guard the cart. Okay, I get you. So they are both using this same thing. And that's not what we see in UGC usually, but I kind of like it. It's been working so far. Well, good positioning up here by the soldier just to try and delay a little bit of the push from the colony. Colony is getting the cart pushed a bit forward right now, but they need to worry about frags. Drozo, Linus, and ALX are all down, and Sherlock Holmes getting the kill on Zoob, now looking for the kill on the opposing sniper as well, but no, gets bombed in by Napper. So nice done by our blue team now, the colony, who are going to manage to knock out Noratus. Or no, I'm sorry, knock out the Sucker. Jonas knocking out the Sucker. That is the engineer for our red team going down. And that means that we're probably going to see this sentry gun. Yeah, sentry gun is taken down as well. Colony going to set a good time here so far. They've got ×2 on the point. Should probably have ×3. I mean, every little second counts here. The Ubers are popped for both teams right now. So what happens after these Ubers fade is anybody's guess, but it looks like Mente actually died there. Cube pushing him off the edge with the air blast. Saba Saba is now coming around behind, looking for possibly more stabs, or just going to try to find some engineer buildings to kill. But surprise, surprise, they're all upstairs right now, so maybe he was just looking for extra metal for his dead ringer. He has spot. Oh, this could be nasty. Okay, so... he finished off the Lash there with a face poke. No backstab register there, but it didn't matter. That medic was close enough to death anyway. And now Napper trying to stop Sherlock Holmes, and he's found him, but where? Oh, wow! Outplayed by the sniper there, Sherlock Holmes from SNSD. So SNSD on defense doing a decent job right now. Where are they setting up their defense? Probably in the standard spot, right outside of their. Right outside of their spawn. Nice kill there by Linus on this, on the scout. And here is the defensive setup that the colony's going to have to break through. I don't see a Wrangler. The engineer is just kind of sitting back trying to upgrade the dispenser at the moment. He doesn't have a lot of time left. And look at this. How similar are these teams on defense? They actually have their teleporter up there too. I guess this is just standard procedure there for both teams. It surprises me that that they're so similar, but I guess at these levels of Highlander, everybody's like, no, this is what works best, you just got to do it, and so that is what they're doing. Of course, the teleporter there actually makes a lot of sense. Hurry, trying to get around behind right now. That teleporter in that house means that you can keep control of the house for a little bit longer than you otherwise would. He's spotted the teleporter, but isn't going to go for the kill there just yet. Instead, trying to get behind and kills the engineer. Now he can sap all these buildings as he pleases. He wants to go find that teleporter there as well, but no, gets finished off before he can do that. So Telly's going to stay alive. And it looks like the sentry there may have been taken out briefly, so they're going to have to rebuild it. but that's not going to be too much of a problem. And look at where our medic is positioned right now. Medic heavy in here. That's why you want that teleporter there. The medic can drop out the window anytime he wants to, or just use that window to heal up the rest of his team, keep them overhealed, and keep them in fighting condition. But, oh, the colony, look at the time they have left right now. 3.5 minutes here to get that cart all the way to the end. And every little bit of delay matters right now. They need to push forward with this Uber right away. They need to take stuff out. But the problem is, they're just going to force the Uber pop there. So they need to jump down here and take out this wrangled sentry, which it looks like they're going to do. So that's not too bad for them. But look at how many players are still left alive on the red team. They're dealing inordinate amounts of damage to the colony, and the colony having to drop back away from this just means that the sentry is going to get rebuilt once again. Cyber really far forward, has spotted that teleporter, and is going to take it down with some stickies. Oh, if he can set him off. Yes, he can. Okay, so Scout finishes him off there. But is it going to matter at this point? I don't think so. SNSD has held off the colony for so long that 2 minutes and 30 seconds is just, it's too slow. There's not enough time there for the colony, I think, to finish off this cap. So everything else is going to be gravy. We're just going to watch some frags now. Zoob down to 16 health there before he got finished off, or before he got healed back up, I should say. And this sniper is taken out by Noratus with the shotgun. But that cart is just standing still, not moving on towards the destination with only 2 minutes left to go. I don't see how this is going to work. The medic and the heavy once again jumping out of this house, this time around getting air blasted away, but still dealing a lot of damage. Good backstabs by Hurry, taking out Yormund. Furbo's been finished off by Cyber. This is just about good round here. And Zoob coming in from the tunnels gets taken out by ALX. Man, these guys just are not catching a break right now. Mr. Late looking for some kills here over the hill. Oh, can't find the heavy's head. Ends up getting a shot on him, but now he's got to face off against, who is that sniper again? That is going to be, gotta find his name, Sherlock Holmes. That's right. I'm sorry, I'm so bad. My memory is just awful. But yeah, everything from here on out is just going for kills, just messing around for our blue team at this point because they absolutely can't get the cap. Oh, good kill on Sherlock Holmes there from Mr. Late. But the card is actually moving back now, which I don't think that ever actually happened. Good kill on the engineer. That's going to let them push forward to the next point, even though Mr. Late did just get killed there by a spy. So they are going to get that cap at least and save some face, but a minute left on the clock. Look how far this card has to move. It's got to go up all of these. It's got to get all the way into the last point, and it's got to do that in 50 seconds. So if I were SNSD, I would just set up that sentry on the last point and not even worry about anything else. Just let them push as far as they want to, really. But the heavy coming out here, finishing off the blue heavy, and now taking some rocket damage. But even then, ALX just doing crazy work right now. Mente is still alive and has a bit of an Uber advantage. But that's not going to matter too much. 25 seconds left to go. 20 seconds now, so we're just watching the countdown as SNSD is in position to win this round. I'm getting some weird frame rate stuff going on right now, and I want to blame it on the STV relay, but it could be the new TF2 update for all I know. Yikes. So the optimization that they have done may not have optimized anything at all, and that's going to be 1 second left to go. Calling GG, which apparently that's it. So I thought there was going to be like a best of 3 stopwatch rounds, but they're just saying GG. So, guys, thank you for watching. This has been Salamancer on eXtv, and you should check out both these games because both these Highlander games are really awesome. But I'll be back later with some casting of the eXtelevision Invite Cup between Dignitas and Relic. Do tune in for that, and that's going to be on the Russian stream. So, see you guys later. Peace out.